Right, Sean, Katie, Sean.
Sorry.
Trailers, more trailers. It's just non-stop. Trailer after trailer after trailer. First one, Moana 2.
Do you remember what happened in the first one?
I think so. There was a chicken and a crazy old lady.
That's what you took away from the film.
Oh, I remember the
I
film.
have you know his name is Here.
Yeah, voiced by
Dave Bradley. Is that what that's his name? Who? No, who?
No,
Who the heck am I talking
Alan
about?
Tudyk, the most talented voice actor of our generation.
Alan Tudyk.
I think
Who
that's his.
that person is?
I think that's his name. I guarantee. Well, I know at least one film you've seen where he was amazing. He's in loads of stuff.
Oh.
He's literally. When I say probably the greatest voice actor of our gen, I actually mean that, because he's really, really good. He voiced a chicken, for God's sake. But he was K2 in Rogue One.
Okay.
He was also in one of the Transformers films as a crazy guy. But he's voiced tons of people, and he's really good.
Right.
I can't list them off. Yeah, I'm not perfect.
Okay.
But yeah, it's Moana 2, which feels strange, considering that they're doing the live action one. So there must just be this, and then
A live action of the first.
like as soon as they finish this, they're gonna do the first live. It's so silly, isn't it? That's so silly. Anyway, you know, we'll probably talk about that later. Let's watch now.
Oh, that looks so pretty. There's the art. Who is that child?
I have no idea. Ba-da-dum. Don't throw the chicken out.
This is a call from the ancestors to sail
What?
to new skies and reconnect our people across the entire ocean.
Oh, it's a thing.
Something tells me you're not going to enjoy this.
I
one
don't
as much
like.
as the first one. That's Maui.
Oh,
It's fine.
okay.
Maui?
Boat snack! Oh! Boat snack upgrade. Bacon and eggs? Why didn't you bring the pig last time?
November 27th, that's close. Maintain a cold for our birthday. Big child. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to enjoy it either. Well, I'll probably enjoy it. I'll just be fully clenched for the whole thing.
You don't like the ocean and stuff like that, do you? You don't like...
I'll just be That's just gross. That's so gross. It feels weird. Feels more like this one is not going to be particularly... Are they coconuts?
They were in the first one, yeah.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like this one isn't going to be as particularly spiritual. Maybe not the word spiritual. Crazy, maybe? I mean, she's best friends with the demigod, so, you know, it's...
Yeah.
You know, there's that element, but, like, the last one, it was all about...
Returning the Heart of Defeat.
Yeah, and it was, you know,
Yeah.
she was the
So
big...
you mean, like, in terms of the actual story, you don't know that the story's going to be as good as the first one?
Not so much that it's not going to be as good. That one was very sort of... I don't even know the word, like, crazy in terms of, you know, there was a monster, there was a giant singing crab that was horrific, but it was about, you know, the mountain woman who turned into the lava monster.
It's like Takar or something.
Takar, which is queer because it isn't Takar Scar's real name.
Is it? Is it?
Takar
It might not be
does
Takar.
Takar does sound right.
It's something like that. I can't. It's been a while since I watched it.
But this one looks like it's just her essentially voyaging
To find that's an eyeball.
Yeah. It looks like an island with something living.
I think that is the living thing. I think that is
A living thing that's an island. That's gross.
Yeah, because in the first one the story was obviously returning the heart. So what's it going to be?
Yeah. It'll also be interesting to hear about to know what Maui's role is, because he was essentially the creator of the conflict in the last one, wasn't he? He stole he was the one he stole the heart.
Yeah.
But he also left her, didn't he? He leaves her. Doesn't he leave her? And then comes back and helps her.
Yeah. Because his hook got damaged, didn't it?
Yeah, he didn't.
And he left, and then he came back, and he helped her defeat.
So it'll be interesting. And it's Moana's story, but Maui lies at the very heart of it, doesn't it? Literally, because he steals the heart. Then it's him essentially accepting responsibility and being a sacrificial demigod.
A part of me wonders if this is going to be more about him than her, because we don't know the story about him, really, do we? We've seen bits. He talked about his tattoos and how his parents, for whatever reason, abandoned him, and he was found by the gods.
In ale, and that's how he got coconuts.
Yes.
Is that not enough of a backstory for you?
No, but I mean in terms of like his parentage, because they were saying about finding their ancestors and connecting them. Yeah. So is a part of this is this gonna be him discovering who he is, who his parents are?
I bet.
Why he was cast out?
I bet. Right. Her tribe are descended from him.
Right.
I bet that's where it goes.
Okay. We saw a child with her parents. I wonder if is that a sibling of hers, or who is that child? Or is that her? No, because they look a lot older.
He's got grey in his beard.
Yeah, they look older than. That's not.
It doesn't look like her dad either, though, does it? Doesn't look like Tamura Morrison.
Yes, it is. That's definitely her. It's definitely her parents.
So it's probably a sibling.
Is it a sibling or is it? I don't know.
Well, I mean, they're holding it like a parent would hold their child. There's no crazy old people. Oh, there's one there. There might be one there. Oh, look, there might be one there as well. She's got white hair. It's always crazy old women. There's never any crazy old men. There's another one. Oh, no, that one might be a man. Although it does look like it has like a leaf brassiere. No, there never is. Why is there never any crazy old men? That's what I aspire to be. I just aspire to be a crazy old man on an island who does the Gandalf thing. And that's it. God, try and be more realistic in Moana 2. Stepped up the animation again, haven't they?
It does look beautiful.
Looks amazing. Yeah, this is going to be... Oh, God, it's going to spark so many arguments again, isn't it? It's queer that Disney could knock it out the park so well with Moana and still somehow split people. Moana's like... And this is it's more a political thing, it's not about the actual film. Like, Moana's a good character for girls to want to be like. Because... Well, she's just a good character, she likes her family, she goes on a crazy journey, she figures out the riddle, essentially, of the story. Doesn't she have ocean powers?
No. The ocean is just a living being. Kind of.
That's awful. But for some reason, little girls got told off for dressing up like Moana. Called culturally insensitive.
Did they? I don't know.
But it wasn't a very big sect. It was just one of those crazy people who are like, it's culturally insensitive for girls to want to be Moana. It's like, how is it culturally insensitive? It's literally little girls celebrating her culture. This is what they should be doing, is creating characters like Moana in different cultures. because it showcased. I didn't know anything about these kinds of things. Did you? Knocked it out the park. I don't know if I don't know if Te and Takar and Maui are real characters. I'm sure someone told me that it doesn't Moana mean something in Samoan or something like that.
I honestly have no idea.
I'm sure Moana's like a water goddess or something. Shows a little animal. What is that?
That's where that was where all the boats were kept, where she went. Remember, her grandmother sent her there to learn about the heritage and how they ended up there.
Do you think this is going to be like?
But they all left that island.
Yeah.
At the end of the first one, even her dad left.
Well, that'll be the chief guy, won't it? The one who she sees when she's sort of doubting herself, when she sees all the sort of
Imagine so.
ghosts. Because he was the first one, wasn't he? I don't know what I mean. Like he's the one that voyages out to.
Well, I don't know if it doesn't explicitly say it, but you assume he's one of the first.
And she's descended from him, because she's got
They're
the
all kind of linked because
she's got the necklace,
land.
hasn't she?
Yeah, they'll land on the island, and then the next generation will go and voyage.
Yeah. Chicken, Alan Tudyk sausage. She's got more than. Well, that'll probably be a start point. There's probably people from our island. There's a crazy old person there. God. Why do people love the sea so much? Look at that. That's just terrifying. I'm all for, like, you know, seeing dolphins and stuff, but that thing could accidentally sneeze, eat you, and not even realise. Why would you want to be anywhere near it? Can you sneeze underwater?
I don't
Do
know.
whales sneeze?
I don't know. Valid questions, but I don't know the answer.
Oh, crazy old man!
That would be painful if you sneezed underwater, though, wouldn't it? Because aren't you just like expelling gas?
Yeah, there's been times where I've sneezed in a pool and I've sort of whacked my head off the water. That hurts. I don't know if I've ever sneezed underwater.
I don't know if it's possible.
I might run a...
Don't do it, because what if your head explodes or something?
Oh yeah, that does happen all the time. We found this guy's head exploded. Oh, he's obviously sneezed underwater.
I don't actually know if you could physically sneeze underwater.
So fish and stuff can't sneeze.
I don't know that fish have the ability to sneeze. Sure.
Because you're right, it is expelling the gas as far as I know. Even Maui looks crazy. Yeah, I wonder what. It's making it seem like it's just a really big voyage that's the sort of the central plot.
That's what I mean. There's got to be something else, because there's got to be more to it than just they're just going out and trying to find. The
other interesting thing about Moana, the first Moana, is there wasn't really a bad guy, was there? The crab was a bad guy, but it wasn't all that big of a character. He was just kind of...
He was just a means to get his hook, wasn't he?
He was an obstacle, yeah. Like, Takar, if that's the name...
I think it's something like that.
She wasn't really a bad guy, was she?
That was Te Fiti.
Yeah, if someone stole my heart, I think I'd be a bit angry as well.
Yeah. I think it's more metaphorical than anything, isn't it, the whole movie? It's not like, there's not necessarily a bad guy.
Really good plot twist as well. I liked it.
You weren't expecting that, were you?
Nope. I thought it was really good. Which begs the question, is this going to do what every other film like that does, which is essentially go, oh, we had a great plot twist in the first one, let's come up with a really big plot twist with this one and see if it works as well. They always do it. Films
I just can't help but feel like this is going to be more Maui. Figuring out who Maui is, who his parents are, why.
So who could his parents be? Who would his parents be?
I don't know. Maybe just, I don't know, just something. There's got to be something. Because it feels a bit too simple. I know it's only a teaser, so they're not.
We can't dissect the story
they're not
brilliantly
going to give
right
us
now.
the entirety of the overview of the story, but at this moment in time, I'm just like, it's a bit too simple for it to purely just be we're going to go and connect with all of our ancestors all over.
Yeah. Well, I doubt it's their ancestors they're going to find up. I think it's other tribes they're going to find.
That they are descended from.
Yeah, but you said they're going to find their ancestors.
But they're all related.
Yeah, but they're not going to find their ancestors. They're going to find they're family members from different islands.
Okay, fine. That one.
Your wording wasn't very good. Just trying to help you. The people will get confused.
Okay. People can be smarter than what you give them credit for. Yeah. So, I just feel like it's going to be interesting to see what the actual plot is.
Yeah.
Is it going to be anything like the first one? You know? It's...
I wonder if, you know, in the first Moana there was the sort of the opening, wasn't there, where it told you the story of Te and Maui.
Yeah.
Did it tell you the story? Did it say that Maui was the one that took the heart? Yeah. It said that bit. So if Moana 2 has a bit like that, then we can definitively go one of the, like, say there's a character and it, you know, there's either a good guy or a bad guy, and they do something really brilliant or really horrendous. At some point we'll be able to go,
that is related to one of the two characters.
Maui's probably their son. If we get the feeling that it's about Maui. We'll know more when the trailer comes out.
Yeah. I can't get over Disney's animation. It's crazy.
If only they worked harder on some of the stories. It feels like they're bringing out films, like there was that one about a genie or something. Wish? It's called Wish or something?
I think there is Wish, but I don't know what it's about.
Might not be a genie, but it's about something with powers anyway. And apparently it was absolutely terrible. And that probably explains why they're going back to Moana in two senses, because they're doing a sequel and a live action remake. Again, can't quite wrap my head around that. Just create films and give them the same love that you gave Moana, that you gave Tangled, Frozen. You know, just great characters. It always helps when you get more than one good character as well.
Yeah.
Even bad Disney films tend to have at least one really good character.
Do you know what it is? That's why I honestly can't wait for you to watch Encanto.
There's loads of good characters.
Yeah.
Is it your turn to pick the next film? What was the last one we watched? Lost Boys, yeah.
We're watching Encanto. That's going to be the one we watch. I've decided. Because I'm too impatient. I'm too impatient for you to watch it.
Fine with me. But, you know, the point I was making is, if they focused a lot more on really great characters, people would enjoy all of their films. Let's not fall down the live action remake rabbit hole.
Yeah, because we'll be here.
We've done enough videos on that. What song do you think will be in this that was in Moana 1? There'll probably be more than one.
It depends. There might be a reprise of what's the name of the one she sung? What's the title?
How Far I'll Go?
How Far I'll Go, yeah. How Far I'll Go. There might be a reprise of that. If it's about Maui, I really struggle to say his name.
Maui?
Maui, yeah. If it's about Maui, there might be a reprise of You're Welcome. But I don't know if they'll do that though.
I think they'll probably write more songs, good songs. I do think there'll be at least one reprise. I wouldn't be surprised if it's How Far I'll Go. But I think that one will probably not be just her. There'll probably be like a village of people singing it. Because it'll be like a moment where she's becoming the leader and they're all believing in her.
But she already kind of is the leader though, isn't she? Isn't that the impression we got at the end of the first one?
Yeah. But I mean, her dad's still the chief. I don't know if the chief of the village is a hereditary title.
I mean, I think it is. Again, from the first one, they're trying to get her to become the next chief, aren't they?
I don't know. I wonder what bad guy there'll be. Like I say, I wonder if there'll be an actual bad guy.
On the first one, it was just the coconut people, the big crab.
Yeah, but there was less like. It made it seem it was the plot twist. The plot twist essentially was twofold, wasn't it? Because it was that Takar was actually Te Fiti, but then also the bad guy wasn't actually a bad guy because again, completely justified, you know, and completely out of her control. You know, it's not something she wanted.
Yeah.
Which is actually really refreshing. I quite like that, the idea that there isn't a bad guy. the crab and the coconut people. I can't remember the coconut people, but the crab especially. I can't remember if it's the same as the coconut people, but they're essentially just obstacles in the way, aren't they? They're not all that important to the actual story.
Yeah.
Apart from being creepy. It's a bit like the chicken. Chicken's creepy. But yeah, that always seems to be the thing now, is that every Disney film has a villain, and it's... I feel like for normal characters and side characters, it's normally a flip of a coin whether or not they're good, but the bad guys are nearly always not very good. We've struggled. I think we're struggling to find good bad guys nowadays. You know, gone are like the Shakespearean villains, like Scar and
yeah. I feel like that's why it's become popular for it to not necessarily be like a specific bad guy, but more of like the environment's the bad, or like society's the bad one, or like, you know what I mean?
Worshipped are the bad ones.
Yeah, it's like it's not necessarily one being, it's more of like a group or an ideal or something that's the bad guy. So it might be the same in this.
I think it will be. I think they realise they've got a formula to make Moana good. I think they just need to push the boat a little bit more for a sequel. Like they don't want to just do exactly the same thing that they did for the first one. Push it a bit more out there. You know you've got a winning formula. They've got good characters. Just write a decent story. But who knows? Let us know what you think down in the comments. What Disney films would you like us to watch? Spoiler alert, we're not going to watch any that we've both already seen. Yeah, what do you think? What do you think the bad guy will be? What do you think? Would there be any reprisals? Like the video, subscribe, ding the bell, let me know if I when we upload. We upload every day. Anything else you want to say?
No, I don't know what else to add. Wonder if there are going to be any links to other Disney films in this. I can't remember if there were any Easter eggs from the first one.
Not that I saw.
So I wonder if there are going to be any in this one.
What do you mean? Do you mean like seeing Rapunzel and Flynn appearing at the wedding?
Not quite that length, but like there's usually always something, isn't there? That always kind of like...
Not necessarily. With Disney...
Or room for theory, anyway, like where people are like, oh...
Yeah, with Disney it tends to be... It's more focused around the more European stories. Because there's... Obviously it's Belle, Tarzan, the Danish...
Maybe she's pushing the boat out, maybe she goes far. She has no idea how far she's going to go, Sean.
Yeah, true. I would be happy if they just had like a... You know, like a...
See some mermaids on a rock and you're like, ah!
Yeah. I'll just say like an octopus woman. Something subtle like that.
Really subtle. Yeah.
But again, that wouldn't make any sense either, because Ursula is based in the Danish part of the world as well.
We don't know how far she's going to go, Sean.
Yeah, thank you for watching.
I need to know.